Well, unfortunately, we have another aircraft mishap to talk about, and I want to talk in this video about what I think happened. I'm able to secure the actual audio from the incident over the Potomac last night.
Yes, medical jet crashes in Philadelphia, taking away the lives of seven and setting homes on fire. This happened hours ago. Within the space of 2 days, we have recorded this. We saw the one in DC, and now this. This captain had a lot to say pertaining to the two events. I saw this video on his channel. It is important. I want to inform my viewers to actually know what exactly is going on. At a certain point, I didn't want to report on this, but
The remains of 41 people killed in the Washington, D.C. plane crash have been recovered. In a press briefing Friday, we learned first responders are still working to recover more remains. 67 people killed when a passenger plane and a military helicopter collided in mid-air. Emergency leaders believe they will recover the remaining 26 victims when the plane wreckage is retrieved from the river.
Going forward with our recovery operations, search teams will continue to work the site. We'll do side sonar scanning, searching the shoreline, and aerial operations.
It's not clear what caused the crash. Crews have been able to recover the plane's two black boxes.
Well, unfortunately, we have another aircraft mishap to talk about, and I want to talk in this video about what I think happened. I'm able to secure the actual audio from the incident over the Potomac last night. Let's listen in together.
789, contact Stone Park, good day. Okay. American 3130, slow the funnel.
You're going to see a back and forth now between Reagan Tower and the various aircraft that they have lined up on approach into the airport. This happened at about 8:46 p.m. Last evening, and you can see there's several airplanes lined up. That's typical coming in about that time of night at Reagan. They're talking to American Airlines 3130. Which I think is number 2 for the runway. They're telling them to slow down to their final approach speed because they're separating everybody on the way in. It's going to turn out that American 3130 is a key player in what happens here.
Well, American 3130. Pat 25, traffic just off the Wilson Bridge to CRJ.
Pat 25 is the helicopter that ran into the CRJ 700. It was a PSA flight. The flight number is 5342. It would go under the call sign Blue Streak 5342. You don't ever hear them talking to tower. They've already been cleared to land on runway 33. So they would come in on an approach on runway 1, and then they would kind of circle the land on runway 33. It's a little shorter runway, but they take some of the regional jets and they put them on that runway. What we know about the accident at this point is that there were no survivors. It's now a recovery operation. That's the sad part about all of this, and that's the part that really hits us hard right here. But I know you wanted to hear what happened and maybe my response to how they handled this emergency and what led to it. It looks pretty clear at this point that the helicopter had accepted visual separation. That's when they make that call, when they're cleared for that. They said, yep, we've got the airplane in sight. And the airplane they had in sight was the wrong airplane. There was another one in between that and the one that they were looking at. And sadly, they ran into that aircraft. So folks, we're hoping that this never happens again. I know that my annual training, I will certainly get some training on avoiding mid-air collisions. I have over my career, but they will refresh this as more details about this situation comes out. And the really wonderful part about that is they share all of the information they get, the FAA, with every other airline around the planet. So we all can avoid having a tragedy like this happen in the future. We will train to make sure that this never happens again.
yes, when you take a look at this video, Nina Turner accuses President Trump of accusing black people who reach the highest level of leadership at DEI hires, but miserably fails to prove it. This is what I'm talking about. This is exactly what liberals are doing. It is crazy. They don't see the problem. They don't try to look into why is Trump saying this. Everything they politicize. Trump didn't mean his word. He came out and made it clear, like, this is a problem. People should struggle to figure out why he is insisting on that. It's not like he's hating on another or a particular group of people. That is not what it is. Trump said that people should pick up certain position if they are qualified. That was all. He didn't specify that, oh, you must be of this color, you must be of this. That is what I never saw. So I don't understand why these people will continue to do this. I have seen this over and over with Democrats, and they cannot even learn. During the election, they did the same thing, and they will continue to do this. Hmm? I saw a few hours ago, they now have a new leader. I pray that this man should be able to change this mentality into these people because this is what is causing them to fail.
Hold on. You talk. Now let me make a point. I have not heard from the Trump administration. I've listened to every one of Donald Trump's press conferences since he took office. I listened to all Pete Hegseth's press conferences and Sean Duffy's. I didn't hear any of them say that if somebody who was black, blue, red, green, short, tall, female, male, whatever, got a job, it was because of lowered standards. I didn't hear that. You're changing the goalposts.
They are saying that.
No, they didn't.
They are saying that. It is called a dog whistle. They are saying that. In 2020, it was Black Lives Matter, right? In 2022, it was CRT. In 2024, it was woke. And now in 2025, it is DEI. All of that is
You just can't give but you're the one making
Leland,
this about race. They're the ones making it about merit.
They're the one that's making Leland. They're the ones that are making this about race. Now I didn't know you want to do this dance with me tonight. You should have told me I would have wore different dance shoes. They are making this about race. Every time I turn around, they're talking about DEI. They're making this about race.
Why? Okay, hold on. You're the one conflating. Hold on. Let me finish.
No, I'm not.
Let me finish. Okay? You're the one who's saying DEI equals race. They're the ones who say, we don't want DEI. It doesn't matter about race. We want merit.
Yes, I thought Nina Todan was intelligent, but after watching this, I'm questioning them. Yeah. I don't know if she's actually following this up until she's going back, in 2020, 2021, When you look at these issues of DI hire, they didn't say black people, it is in general, because it was just a normal thing like employing people based on certain characteristics, not on the actual thing that they're supposed to do. That was the focus. I didn't see anywhere they're talking about a particular race. Nobody is making it about race. Bima had a segment today. This issue came up. His response to this was amazing. I saw it at a certain point. I liked it because he talked against this issue of race, like people saying, it is not about race. People should understand what is going on.
And it is kind of an evil empire, and this kind of gets back to the DEI thing, because when you make everything about race, not good. I mean,
yeah,
I get it. They asked him a question today. They asked him a question about the crash. They said, will you visit the crash site? Now, every other politician would go, of course, it was a tragedy. And he went, it's the water. What do you want me to do, swim there? And I was like, exactly, right. You're exactly right. It's a stupid question.
Trump called out this DEI initiative that Democrats spearhead. I don't know if they actually understand what exactly Trump was saying, because if they actually did, they would not be saying this. Watching Sonnet Austin, Joy Behar, Whoopi Goldberg freaking out.
In fact, many of them filed a lawsuit against the FAA a couple of years ago under Joe Biden's administration because they were denied positions because of this DEI hiring practice that was putting identity politics over merit and skill.
Yeah, I'm not going to dignify his remarks about DEI. I'm not going to do that. But to Anna's point, just last week, Trump fired the heads of the Transportation Security Administration and Coast Guard, and he also eliminated all the members of a key aviation security advisory group. I think that is very telling, that when voters decide that they want someone to blow things up and they want someone to blow up infrastructures, this is the result.
Screenshot here should tell you everything. The Biden administration knew that this was a problem, but they did nothing. I'm really asking this. Why are military aircraft training in spaces like this? It should not be happening. If you notice, I usually put short clips at the end of my videos. That is for the algorithm. You can end here. God bless you. And please, don't always forget to share the video.
It's essential.
Early on, immediately.
She's probably been put in there because, according to Donald Trump, she's a 10 to her.
No. The EU does not treat the U.S. fairly on trade and that he has some big complaints. Is that true?
Right? And it doesn't mean that we should sit and pretend that it's suddenly okay, that this new presidency is just going to keep on keeping on. That is not the case. And because, final point for me, a year and a half is because...
This is the United States.
You're talking about a man who didn't become the president of the United States because of merit.
This lady is not unstopped.
Where awful things have happened. So,
and sparks move things. And it doesn't matter how much water you have.
Future president and his gag are funky in policy.
The city of the Pacific Palisades is burning. And, I flew here last night. I was on a plane, getting texts.
So I am evacuating my home.
What we need to do against what we know is right. And these are the results.
Trump is now calling that Gavin Newsom should step down.
This is you getting water to areas that need water because there are fires in 100-mile-an-hour winds.
The situation is beyond control.
For the work that he's been trained his whole life to do.
What do we do?
Right now you're looking history, remember it.
As a country about
Yeah, and then I think all our tax dollars probably went for Gavin's hair gel. I don't know, but it's like, it's sad.
I want to be
Jim Jordan.
In the 5 tenants of
Palisades Village right here. This is the town center of sorts.
And he did this little dance.
Josh Green, the governor of down in Hawaii.
And then we watch the news or talk to my...
He talking about Cambodians. He talking about Asians.